Yo, what is going on, guys? And welcome back to what is the final episode of my Jordan Challenge series here on NBA 2K23. What an amazing series it's been, and what a story it's been, and that is why NBA have brought back the Jordan Challenge, because it dedicates the story of one great Michael Jordan. Today is the last one, and it is going to be called The Last Dance, the same title as... Well, actually, to be fair, everyone thinks, oh, it's named like similar to the Netflix series, but realistically, The Last Dance has always been known as that. Phil Jackson, at the start of every season, makes a document and gives it a nice title. And because it was going to be Phil Jackson's last year in charge of the Bulls, and it could be the final year that it would be the Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan, he called it The Last Dance. And it's the perfect name. But anyway, we've done 14 episodes prior to this one, and we've gone through A Star Is Born, obviously Michael in his college days. Then we've got the 1984 USA team got next. Then we did The Arrival, which was like the first like huge performance of Michael against the Boston Celtics. Then we had Stars, the All-Star game. We've had The Shot, which was that epic last-second shot to beat the Cavaliers. Then we had the Atlanta Hawks going up against Dominic Williams, which is just absolutely brilliant. 6-9 points against the Cavs. Bad Boys against that very, very tough Pistons team that had Dennis Rodman, and the team that the Bulls had to beat in order to become the champions for the first ever time. But in 1990 they didn't do it. But a year later, 1991, started the dynasty, and Michael got his first championship. The Shrug against the Trailblazers, and Clyde Drexler, the 6 3-pointers in the first half. The double nickel against the New York Knicks. The Father's Day victory, winning the championship in 1996, which was the first full season back after Michael took obviously 18 months out to play baseball after his father died, and after they won their first three-peat. And then the flu game the year later, in 1997, and then the 1998, another 97, passing the torch on to Kobe Bryant, and then we're on to the final one, which is The Last Dance. Let's go into it. 45 points. We're just going to have fun with it. I might just put it on amateur. But under 15 points, got to hold him to. I don't know. We'll keep it on semi-pro, I think. We'll keep it
semi-pro. Make every player on the team better. Michael Jordan, his ability to challenge himself, his natural ability physically of being able to play with such great energy, his intelligence, basketball intelligence, all those things I think were remarkable. I enjoyed coaching Michael Jordan because he had a respect for coaches, and he had a desire to play at a peak level, and he's willing to follow instructions without, wanting to over-dominate the game. Even as a young player, there were times in the fourth quarter where he would make up the difference in a ball game on his own. I had to bring Michael in my office and say, Michael, when's the last time someone who led the league in scoring won a championship? Thought about it a bit. He said, Rick Barry. I said, yeah, that's right, in the 70s. But it's very rare that person that wins scoring championship is also on a championship team. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to move the ball around, and we're going to take the spotlight off you all the time and involve the other players on your team. He said, oh, you're going to have that equal opportunity offense. Well, what's going to happen when the 24-second clock gets under 5 seconds? We'll coach the players how to get the ball to you in that particular time so you can activate the ball. Save that terrific scoring ability for the fourth quarter. He laughed and he accepted the responsibility. And the other thing that we did is we moved him from a guard to a forward position. We really wanted to win the series in Chicago, game 5, and we lost this game and we flew out to Utah to play the 6th game, and Michael said, we're going to end it tonight. You guys get ready for this ball game because we're not going 7. Going into the game, we kind of knew what we had to do to win the game. You had to play close, but come out and win the game in the last 5 minutes. The timeout that I did take with about 40-some seconds to go. That was the key, because knowing Jerry Sloan and having coached against him many times, I knew that if we could go down and score and make it a one-possession game, that he wouldn't call a timeout. We'll run the open. Dennis will, run a pick or set a pick or slip a pick, depending upon what Ostertag does. And Michael, you could double back on Malone if you have the ability. You saw the crowd rise behind that whole activity. You could see the anticipation that they had that this was a crucial moment. Michael changed the idea and pulled up for the jumper instead of taking it to the hoop and finished it. We called that season The Last Dance, and I thought, for an ending of a career, there could have been nothing sweeter than what Michael had just done.
Just gives it goosebumps, doesn't it? Woohoo!
Every great plot has its twist. Game 5 of the NBA Finals was no exception. In fact, it may have shifted the momentum in the series. Michael Jordan was hitting the back of the rim all night. Meanwhile, Karl Malone finally found his rhythm, 39 points. And he had help, most notably from the unlikely source, forward Antoine Carr. Called upon in the second half, Carr had 5 attempts from the field. He made all 5. Chicago couldn't close it out at home, so we're back in Utah for Game 6. Coming up next.
Dusk here in Salt Lake City, Utah, as we get ready for tonight's big game. We now go.
One thing I've just realised is I don't need all of the stars from this, so I'm just going to enjoy it, get 45 points and win the game.
Welcome everyone to Salt Lake City, Utah, for Game 6 of the NBA Finals between the Chicago Bulls and the Utah Jazz.
There's no Dennis. Got Kukoc in there though.
I'm Kevin Harlan. Coach, the Jazz need to win 2 in a row, but these rabid fans trying to will them to the finish line.
And if they win tonight, Kevin, Game 7 would also be here on their home court. So this crowd could have a decided impact on the final outcome.
And in the first 2 games here in Salt Lake City, Clark, Jordan and Pippen, who coach also, combining to go 4 for 23 from 3. It's unheard of.
It really is, Kevin. And the Jazz, with a bit more size and strength inside, it sure would help Chicago if they can space the floor a little better.
Charging, was it?
And knock down some of those perimeter shots.
On the floor for the Chicago Bulls, Luke Longley is at the 5. The forwards, Scottie Pippen and Tony Kukoc. And at the guard positions, Ron Harper and the great Michael Jordan. And so for the Utah Jazz, it's Adam Keefe and Karl Malone inside. Brian Russell at the 3 and also tasked with defending Michael Jordan. And the skilled backcourt of Jeff Hornacek and John Stockton.
When you look at how the Bulls have played on the road this postseason, they're only 4-4. And most of those losses have come against their toughest opponents, Utah and Indiana.
Here is Stockton. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Stockton kicks to Hornacek. Back to Stockton. Jordan against Hornacek. Pass to Stockton. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Longley. It's deflected.
Not always easy to get a shot around the guy of Longley's stature. He uses his length to get all over for a block.
It was a shot clock violation, isn't it? There we go. Need to be averaging like 11, 12 points a game. Quarter.
It was. Here's Hornacek following the basket by Michael Jordan. Marvelous lead pass and throws it down. They caught with the injury issues to Pippen and Harper. So much falling on the big shoulders of Michael Jordan.
And we know those shoulders are broad and capable, and we're used to thinking of Michael Jordan as superhuman, but he's now in his 30s playing big minutes. Does he have enough to climb another hurdle? We'll see.
It's going to be interesting to find out. And the Bulls, David Aldridge, with some concerning injuries.
Thanks, guys. Now the big news for the Bulls is the condition of Scottie Pippen, who hurt his
That's a great rebound.
He did take
That's all yours. That's all you, Scotty. Oh no.
Stim, iced it, had ultrasound, and
Nice.
and then he did a lot of stretching. He told me he's a little bit ginger, but nothing can keep him out of a game like this. Back to you.
We knew that. David, thank you. Mike, it really has been an injury-plagued series for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, Ron Harper has the flu, can't hold down any food. Plus, the Bulls have been without a couple other key players. Monumental challenge for them tonight.
And a big game 5 for Tony Kukoc. You know, Clark, he made as many shots in just 13 attempts as Jordan and Pippen made collectively in a combined 42. I mean, that's just amazing.
Yeah, his efficiency was off the charts, and I don't think the Bulls fed him enough. They got to remedy that tonight, though, Kevin. You're right.
Good initiative from Keith. Look at the score and drawing the D's hand as a result.
The Jazz shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. Carr, he's checked in for the Jazz.
Dennis is in there.
Wennington, he's checked in for Long. Rodman comes in for Kukoc. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Harper. And a big question in this game will be how effective Scottie Pippen can be with this back spasm issue.
Well, in Game 5, he was only 2 of 16 from the floor. But he gave them 11 boards, 11 assists, and 3 steals. Can he find a way to impact the game tonight?
Like he did in Game 5, you're right. Here's Stockton after the made shot from Michael Jordan. 3 on the clock. From past the arc. The shot misses, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Outside Pippen. Passes to Wennington. Back to Pippen. And here's Jordan outside. And it's Russell with the rebound. And Mike, coming into this game, Malone said he wanted to attack the paint early.
That's right. Looking to put pressure.
That's much better. Much better.
Get Rodman and Longley in early foul trouble. And I like how versatile he is on offense. Capable of burning defenses in so many ways.
Hornacek against Jordan. Stockton kicks to Hornacek.
Sacrificing his body is putting it on the line right there.
That takes tremendous grit. Taking charges, not for the
Charging foul.
36 seconds left to play in the first. Jordan against Russell.
That's nice. That is nice.
A devastating punch. They can't afford to give up a dunk like this when they're trying to come back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there was a statement behind that dunk. One that says, you aren't going to come back in this one, buddy.
Yeah, that has to shake their confidence in their defense. Tough blow.
6 on the shot clock. Carr with the screen on Kerr. And Stockton, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
When you see Stockton's burst, it's deceptive but effective. He can leave you in a cloud of dust if you're not careful. Through the foul, had a chance to sink it, too.
I thought it was still going in. Even with the physical defense.
Their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Good on the second free throw. And so it's the Chicago Bulls.
Right, 17-10 after the first quarter. It's been decent.
Welcome back to the second quarter of the NBA Finals, Game 6 here in Utah. look to close out the Jazz. But do they have enough left in the tank to get it done?
And these Bulls
Come on,
have to
Coach.
feel like the time is now to close out the series.
Go, Coach.
Not want getting to a Game 7 on the road.
Tell you what, if they're going to try to get back and even the score in this one, playing soft defense like that is not the recipe.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, there was a serious lack of rim protection on that play for sure.
And for a coach, there's nothing more maddening than allowing wide open looks at the rim.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup.
That's very good. That's a very good layup.
Is out there with Kerr. Then there's Burrell. And it's Rodman in its center. And Clark, the Bulls looking to close it out tonight.
Come over here again.
Since very few teams have been able to win a finals Game 7.
Tony Kukoc.
And you know what, Kevin? If it got to that point, all the momentum would be with the Jazz having battled back from down 3-1. The Bulls got to play like this is the Game 7 here.
Oh, once again, you've mapped it out well, Clark. And it's
That's a brilliant block, that is.
count that one. Seems to me like the Bulls doing a pretty good job of containing the terrific Karl Malone.
Well, you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. And after
Come over here again, Tony.
Game 5, Kevin, they knew that would be a critical element tonight.
That's right, top of the priority list.
Hey, the field goal percentages tell the full story. One team is playing more smart and efficient basketball.
And the other, not so smart. They're playing too fast, not getting good looks, forcing things.
Stockton's checked in for Isaac. And Chicago also making a switch. Bushler's checked in for Burrell. Hornacek passes to Malone. Rodman with the block.
Rodman, that's beautiful.
By anyone else, Rodman is a top-notch defender.
Oh, and the jam by Jordan. And through gritted teeth, Pippen still, coach, getting it.
Hanging, that is.
Every step is a challenge with that back pain, but he's gutting it out for his teammates.
Stockton dishes to Malone.
Oh, Michael Nelly did it.
Great work from Malone, using his muscle to fight through the contact on the way up.
And in this MVP battle so far,
Come on, Dennis.
Michael Jordan is coming out, I think, coach, on top.
Yeah, Karl Malone not having the same impact as MJ. That's been a factor.
Huge.
Keep doing work inside. Close range looks like that will keep your lead safe. Stay on the attack.
I don't know how much of a foul that is, but oh, it is what it is.
They want to turn this around.
And the Jazz making a change here. Morris is checked in. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oh, and the cut by Malone. The mailman, Karl Malone, as intended, doing damage inside.
The Bulls lack anyone who can really slow him down in there.
Jordan, the pass to Rodman. And it's in there. Rodman's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
Really good cut from Rodman. They're being rewarded for working hard in that screen and roll action.
And the pass to Carr. To the inside, Russell. Good for the basket.
That's a good basket.
1 for 1 with that shot.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Rodman sets a screen. Here's Jordan. Oh,
Throw that thing down. Woo. That dunk right there encompasses the storyline of this game.
Oh, it does. Playing with confidence and swagger.
Hey, guys, I remember when I could get up like that.
Stockton with it. Picked up by Rodman. And it will go. And the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from John Stockton. Stockton's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting.
And the Utah Jazz not getting
You just can't stop him.
in this series. Both Greg Ostertag and Jeff Forster, relative non-factors.
Kerr against Stockton. In the corner, it's Morris.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Malone against Rodman. Stockton looking around. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
That's normally one of his spots. And it was a quality look. Shame to see it go to waste.
Rodman passes to Kukoc. And they double up Jordan. And a great
Yeah, double up Jordan, but he can't
goes in.
stop him.
Jordan's got 10 points in the quarter. Jazz trail by 13. Morris outside. Pass to Malone. Shoots over Rodman. Malone can't hit.
He's a solid mid-range shooter, but just wasn't able to knock that one down.
Right now, it's simply the second shots that are killing them. I mean, they've got to do a better job securing the miss after playing solid defense.
And it's so deflating giving up a score like that. Work hard to force a miss, and then it's all for nothing.
And Jordan gets it to go.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
They can't get careless with the lead. And so far, this hasn't been the case.
Stockton the bounce pass. Here's Malone.
Rodman always acting to opposing offense. And he's always involved at the defensive end.
Michael Jordan. Welcome back to the second half of Game 6 in the NBA Finals here in Salt Lake City, Utah. The Jazz trying to force a Game 7 against the defending champion Chicago Bulls in front of these tremendous fans. The Bulls leading by 13.
And not just Scottie Pippen dealing with a bad back. John Stockton also dealing with back issues.
Keep is out there with Malone. Then there's John Stockton. Then it's Jeff Hornacek. And it's Russell in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Hornacek with it. Malone a screen on Jordan. Hornacek dishes to Malone. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
And apparently Clark Stockton got a back adjustment at halftime.
Well, Kevin, you know, at this point in the season, just about everybody is dealing with some kind of ailment. It's really a battle of attrition.
It is. No good from Jordan.
Seemed as if he had the angle to finish, but the defense did just enough to throw him off.
Stockton passes to Hornacek. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Up top, Malone. He's got 10.
And you look at Karl Malone, 6'9", 250 pounds, just a Goliath. The Bulls are hard-pressed to deal with his physicality inside.
Back to Jordan. Kukoc a screen on Russell. Here's Jordan. 1/2 remaining between Chicago and Jordan winning their 6th championship.
Quality shot from mid-range there. They are clicking right now offensively.
Well, when you've been successful in the paint and beyond the arc, that mid-ranger opens up.
Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Well, nice dish that time by Hornacek. Doing a good job finding his open teammate.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. And Clark could talk about defending Malone. Dennis Rodman is game for that challenge. He's game for any challenge, but that one in particular.
Yeah, with Dennis Rodman, it's about embracing that hard-nosed physical play. And we know that Rodman is a guy who never backs up from that.
No, he doesn't. Hornacek, no luck. Bulls leading by 15. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Russell. And there's the foul on the shot. They'll go to the line for 2. Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls.
And, you know, you look at the Jazz with Malone and their other bigs. They've got a significant size advantage inside, but the Bulls have done a nice job holding their own on the glass.
Anderson, he's checked in for Utah. Isley comes in for Stockton. Malone, a screen on Harper. Isley, the pass to Malone.
Ah, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Pick and rolls. Malone enjoys dissecting the defense in these sets.
Like you were talking about the size comparison between these two teams. The Bulls are a lot bigger on the perimeter.
Yeah, Harper and Jordan both 6'6". Contrast that with the Jazz. Stockton at 6'1", Hornacek 6'3". They don't have the same length on the wings.
Right, it is on display for sure. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws.
You know, it's really tough to go up against Malone because he's so big and strong, which is why the defense oftentimes is forced to foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That free throw, no good.
Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in the format.
The Jazz making a switch here. Foster's checked in. And Jordan gets it to go on the assist.
And then 4 points.
Jordan's got 41.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
To be fair, the score's not actually that far apart.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Right at the free throw line, and he drops that one in. Hornacek's got 8.
If you allow Hornacek a look from there, it's almost like a layup for him.
Jordan dishes to Kukoc. And the Bulls take on 2 more.
With him, the scouting report says you've got to go over the screen.
Absolutely. He'll hurt you from deep. So you have to fight through those picks.
Longley against Malone. Back to Anderson. Stolen by Pippen. Coach, Michael Jordan is having himself a game. Wow.
Outplaying Karl Malone to this point. The Bulls getting the better of their superstar matchup.
And now to
Got 2 more points, 2 more.
For a word on Michael Jordan.
Thank you, Kevin. Michael Jordan hasn't missed a single game since he returned from playing baseball. This year, he's played more minutes than at any time since the 1992 season, when he was, of course, much younger. And with the Bulls ailing, he's being asked to do even more, if that's physically possible. Guys?
David, thanks. We appreciate the report. You know, Clark, if anyone can do it, it's probably Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Kevin, he's one of the rarest athletes I've ever seen. You think about his unique giftedness as an athlete, size, speed, strength, endurance, and then you think about that competitive drive. He actually plays like an overachiever because of how driven he is and how committed he is to being the best he can be. I don't know if I've seen a guy any more competitive than Michael Jordan.
I am right there with you.
And he's not someone you want to take lightly from there. The fault lies with the defense for allowing him to get a little bit of wiggle room.
And there's the call on Karl Malone.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2
Second
for him.
team foul. Substitution on the court.
From deep.
Yeah, that's awful.
And again, no good by Chicago. Left side, Anderson. The shot from the low post is good. Anderson's got his first points of the night.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Here's Jordan. And it is good.
What a shot to beat the buzzer, and that's how you gain momentum.
Yeah, that kind of a...
And so it's the Chicago Bulls taking a 19.
1 more quarter left in the whole series.
Been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with
I've thoroughly enjoyed this series.
Back with you shortly.
It's amazing to relive moments from the great Michael Jordan's career.
The Utah Jazz and the Chicago Bulls for the 2nd year in a row, battling for an NBA championship. It all comes down to this.
And you look at it, John Stockton, 36 years of age.
Oh, that's beautiful.
34. You wonder, is this their last best chance at a title?
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Kukoc is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Harper. And it's Burrell in the small forward.
That's on the defense there.
Yes, Dennis.
Rodman farther away from the rim.
Jazz trailed by 19. And Stockton at this point has played more playoff games, Clark, than anyone in NBA history without winning a title.
Boy, you certainly respect the number of deep runs that he's been part of, and at this point, all he wants
That's
is
beautiful.
a ring.
He's going to the Hall of Fame, but you're right. This has got to be the one thing absent on his resume.
No doubt.
Stockton outside. Malone outside. Rebounded by Rodman.
Brian Russell's size, he's 6'7" and 225 pounds, and he's got good athleticism, too. Really makes him the best defensive option for Utah in playing Michael Jordan.
To the paint, Kukoc. Good. And it's Jordan picking up the assist.
Assisted by
Jordan's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Well, Kukoc is a big guy, but he moves with such grace, so agile, and that helps him to get his shots inside.
And the Jazz call time here. And Russell drafted in the second round back in '93. Mike, he's played his entire career with the Jazz.
And he's not on the floor for his offense. His role for this Jazz team is to be a wing stopper.
Keefe is checked in for Antoine Carr. Longley's checked in for the Bulls.
Oh, that block.
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
And you got to respect, Coach, what we've seen from Scottie Pippen tonight.
A gutsy performance. Reminiscent of his teammate, Jordan's flu game in last year's finals, doing whatever is needed.
Yeah, good comparison. Passes it to Hornacek. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Utah. Hornacek outside. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Stockton. Shot to stop the run. Unable to get.
Oh, I tell you what, that nearly dropped.
Take it the other way. Pass to Pippen. With his
Oi!
And the Bulls take on 2 more.
Playing well on both ends of the floor, stifling defense and dangerous O. That's a heck of a combo.
That's what has built this lead.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Hornacek passes to Russell. Tries from 10. Second shot opportunity.
Oh my God, what a block.
They retain possession. Stockton kicks to Hornacek. Keefe with a screen on Harper. Here's Hornacek. And finally they hit one.
Fair.
Well, if you want the mid-range, it's normally there.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Longley, a screen on Russell. Back to Longley. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Longley's got his first 2 points.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
Stockton passes to Hornacek. Feeds to Malone. Over Longley. Malone gets the bucket. Malone's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Absolutely fearless with that mid-range shot. Surprised he got it up and over him.
That looked like he just knew where he was on the court. Great job to finish the play.
This is masterful how he's facilitating this offense.
Just easily a double-double now for
well-timed dimes.
And this kind of play improves team chemistry. He's doing an outstanding job tying this offense together.
Now here's Stockton. Russell with a wide open look. They get it again.
Oh, Malone.
And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, that big reach of Malone so effective on the glass, helping him to get to the loose ball so he can throw it back in the hole.
Harper kicks to Jordan.
Come on, I do want one more absolute banger.
Rodman sets the screen for Jordan. It's good.
I was thinking, is it? All right, layup.
They have shown up at just the right time.
One last dunk from Air Jordan.
This run absolutely closes the door. Any chance of a surprise ending. That'll do it.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Foster's checked in for Malone. Morris comes in for Brian Russell. Anderson, he's checked in for Hornacek. And Isley.
I'm going to let you go to the basket.
For the Bulls. Wennington is checked in for Rodman. Burrell comes in for Scottie Pippen. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And they double up Jordan.
Okay.
Pass to Longley.
Blocking foul called on Chris Morris. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Anderson against Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Yep.
Is how you make the most of a screen.
I agree. Freed him up enough for the emphatic finish.
That's exactly how coaches draw it up. Great screen and let the ball handler do the rest.
And the Chicago Bulls win their 6th championship, completing a second perfect fight. Without question, Mike, one of the greatest dynasties this league has ever seen.
6 championships in 8 seasons. A decade of dominance. The 90s have belonged to Michael Jordan and these Chicago Bulls.
And this title run for the Bulls, arguably, Clark, their most difficult. With age and injuries and even some palace intrigue. But for the moment, merely jubilation.
You covered it all there, Kevin. What a remarkable run. And now we'll just have to wait and see whether they decide to run it back one more time. This very well, though, could be the final chapter.
What a game. See, we held Jeff. What did he end up on? 53 points, 11 assists, 4 rebounds. Hit 25 from 29 field goal. Oh, nice. I'm very happy with that. And that's a very fitting way to end what is an absolute banger of a series. We only dropped 3 stars, which a couple of them were just like rebound ones or whatever. Not really interested in that. But we have managed to do the... we have managed to do get the awards, and we've managed to get ourselves a 99 Michael Jordan free agent card. Oh, it's only a free agent. Oh, it's only a loan. It's a bit crap, but I think I already have one anyway. But I don't really go on my team much. My career I haven't been on a long time, but I will be definitely wearing the Jumpman gold necklace. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up this series and episode. Obviously, a like. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. Remember, until next time. Goodbye.